you're a Fortnite player that is looking to become better at Fortnite, these are 10 essential tips that you may or may not be doing and need to master. First up, we have the double edit. The double edit is an essential tool for getting high ground because your opponent can't see you and you can get the jump on them by editing up and through. Because if I'm standing here and I'm your opponent and I'm up here, if you were to edit through, like that's like your cone edit, and you were to get through, you can get the jump on me by doing just a side jump from this side. To do this, you need to do a stair, then a cone, then a floor, then you edit through both the cone and the floor. The tool that you need to master is called the peanut butter edit. The peanut butter edit is great because if you have floors above your heads and you go like this, they can't see you, but you can jump up in the corner and get a shot on them without them knowing that you're there. So to do this, make sure that they're in a box and make sure there is a floor above you so you can get knocked down. Edit the top 3 of either side, preferably the right side. To make sure you're behind this edit, jump up and shoot. Box fighting is an essential tool that you need to master in order to be able to fight in close quarters. So, you box fight like this. You put wall on one side of your opponent so that you can have them all the way in the box. Make sure that you can get a stair or a cone in their box so that they have nothing to do rather than either fight you or try to break out of a wall. And if they try to break out of a wall, you can then edit and get a jump shot on them. Next up on the agenda is peeking. So, in these situations, I recommend to have a right-hand peek because you can see your opponent fully, but they might not be able to see you fully. See how if I were to be on the left-hand side, I can't look at them as well through the window. But in order to have a good peek, you have to be fully protected. So stay behind whatever you edit. So whether that be a peanut butter edit, a window edit, a bottom 4 edit, top 3 edit, just make sure that you're behind it so that when your opponent shoots, they can't shoot you until you make your peek. And to make a peek, just quickly go into your peek and shoot right away. Fighting smart tip. So if you're like on a mountain or something and this player only has a wall like this that's holding them up. So if there's only a wall that's holding them up, so there. This is more of like a smart tip. So if there's only one wall holding a player up and they just keep going up and they're going up and you can't catch up to them even with your ramp rush. So like they're just going up and stuff and you can't even get a shot on them or anything. And they're just going up and they're only on this. Just break that wall. Break that wall, and hopefully you can get some damage from them as they're falling. Or, if it's your wall that they're on, right? So, like, let's say that you built that wall, and they're going up on your wall because they don't know that it's yours. They think that it's theirs. And they're going up, they're still going up, and they just keep going up, and you can't catch up to them. Just do the top 3 edit, and that'll chop them, and then you can get a pump shot as they're falling. you all to all the people that are still staying around and they're still watching, because I really enjoy making content, and it wouldn't bother me if I could do it a lot more. Anyway, the next tip is mastering your movement. So you can master like slide jumping, so that it makes your opponent harder to hit while you're like pushing them, and you can add a ramp rush to it, like when you're sliding and jumping around. And if you need to, you can even build walls in front of you as you're sliding and jumping around, so that it makes it even harder for your opponent to hit you. And then if you're playing like reload like I do most of the time, you have your grapplers. Look at, you can move from side to side so that your opponents can't hit you as much, and get like out of sticky situations without your opponent hitting you that hard. When you place your stair in their box, or you place a stair or a cone in their box, and then you can get like that jump shot on them. So when you do this, make sure that you have them full box first. So see how there's a wall here, there's a wall behind them, there's a wall here, and a floor up there, so that they can't get out easily. And then once you get that stair in their box, you can edit whichever way you want, but make sure that you have good crosshair placement in order to hit them. So if I were to do my peanut butter edit like I showed you guys earlier, and you jump and you can place a stair on their face, you can jump again, you can edit the stair and jump again and get the shot on them. You do this by placing stairs as you're sprinting up, so that you can get the high ground even faster on your opponent. I recommend this if you've got a player that's down below you and they're just trying to get up on height. It's like they're just 90s the whole time. If you place ramps and you keep ramp rushing up on them, it's way easier to get up there than trying to 90s up on them. Okay, and how to do this? You place your ramps, whether that be 2 or just 1, and as you're sprinting, you then jump so that it cancels your sprint, and then you can place your builds. But make sure that you're holding the button while you're jumping, so that you can place all the builds where you want them. The second to last tip is your aim. If you can master your aim, you will be a much better player. I recommend the piece control, aim, and edit map that I'm in right now. The code for it will be in the description. But this helps you a lot on mouse or joystick tracking, so that you can follow and hit your shots on your opponents when they're running away, or even coming at you, like using a shockwave or just sprinting at you. And if you can master this, if you can be a master at this, not like me because my aim's not very good, but if you can master this, you will be a heck of a lot better Fortnite player, because it is an easy way to open up fights with big damage. Just keep practicing all these skills, or even more that you see some of your people that you look up to. Keep practicing those, and once you get it down, you'll be a heck of a lot better player. No matter what you're practicing, it's going to make you better. No matter if you're practicing aim, your edits, your building, if you're just free building, that'll all make you a better Fortnite player. And then, when you're in game, just fight smart. Don't push everybody if you know that you can't win. Just fight smart. Don't camp in bushes, but push people that you know that you can beat.